Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Allison Jones, and you are tuned into the Daily Intention. I had to pause right there because I know I paused for a couple of days just to really, not to make sure that I was in alignment, but just to, trust myself in knowing that what I'm doing is definitely what I'm supposed to do. And I'm just being honest. And get, to make sure that I have things in order with what I know the actions that I need to take to make sure that I do what I'm supposed to do. So, again, welcome to the Daily Intention. My name is Allison Jones, and just a quick intro, because as you always know, if it's your first time watching, then I'm going to give you like a 30-second spiel on the purpose of the Daily Intention. If it's not your first time, I always appreciate you for tuning in, sharing this video, liking this video on whatever platform you see it on, retweeting it, hardening it up, whatever the case may be. I appreciate you. And somebody else may appreciate you for sharing it as well. So, quick intro. The Daily Intention is pretty much where I focus on qualities and the energy of self-leadership. And the information that I go into comes from the Mayan Zoken and the Law of Time, or the 13-moon calendar. So every day energy changes, and I speak on 3D and 4D, or third dimension and fourth dimensions, because we see things in perspectives, and those perspectives deal with dimensions. And that's part of the reason why we have such a difficulty understanding each other, is because someone may be at 6 o'clock and somebody else may be at 2 o'clock, so you're seeing things differently, but you're looking at the same object. So 3D is straight, it's still flat. You see some squares, you might see some objects, but you're not diving into them. You're not seeing the full scope, possibly, of what exactly it is. You still have some limits. 4D, you actually can dive into it. You see every aspect of the object or what it is you're paying attention to. And that's the easiest right now that I can explain it. It can probably get easier as I keep going and as it gets easier for me. That's why it's called Leading While Learning. And again, I'm Allison. So let's dive in. I want to make sure that I get this to you. So, and if you're watching it now, I must have did a good job and got it out on time. All right. So, the Daily Intention. Today is December 30th, 2018. All right. So we're dealing with the 3D aspects of our lives right now. The energy ending this year, what today can teach us, what it may feel like, what it may bring, and what it's exuding, and the qualities that we can take from it, to go about our day, or to just lead into the next day and what we have on our plates. So, today is a portal day. And when I say portal, I do mean portal. You look at the sky, you might see a hole in the sky, some light coming through. It's not just it happened like that. Oh, the clouds just formed like that. No, it's a portal, okay? It is definitely a portal, all right? When you're on social media, right, we can go through portals every day. When you click on somebody's comment and you go to their profile and you've never seen this person before, met this person before, and you see their image, you have now jumped through a portal. Social media has portals, all right? But today, the energy is a portal day. And we are dealing with being reflective and a little mystery, all right? So the tone of the day is dealing with the number 7. Like I said, that is dealing with being reflective, mysterious, magic, world beyond worlds, divine flow, dreams, purpose, and an arrow for all my Sagittarius out there, okay? You know. So, now we are also dealing with a wave spell, or what they may call a Tracina. But we're going to say a wave spell because every year there is something to do with water, you know, in our culture, in the words that we use, whether it's wave, whether it's drip, whether it's make it rain. Either way, we literally have a wave spell. And this wave spell is called Ich. I-X. Ich. Look, don't hold me to it. You can definitely do your own research and it'll probably get clearer as I keep going. But I'm just letting you know. Alright? So, this wave spell is dealing with enchantment. Alright? Exploring the extraordinary. Going down the rabbit hole. And, you know, as soon as I heard that, I was thinking about Alice in Wonderland. And I was like, dang, yeah, I guess I do gotta put this work in. So, yeah, going down the rabbit hole. There's more to life than what the eye shows you or what meets the eye. And seeing into other worlds. Which really means that you could literally, if you're a daydreamer, or if you're just sitting here right now or doing anything and you just happen to just have a vision of something, or you happen to see into something else, or see the other side of something, or sense, have a feeling, you know, then that's definitely a part of the vibe for today and any day, because we are beings, all right? We are light beings. We are dark beings. We are who we are. All right? So, this also deals with being realistic about our responsibilities and not shirking from them or taking too many on. Okay? That's usually the challenge with this wave spell. Well, actually, that's not the challenge. I'm sorry. That's the solution. The challenge is being reckless and prideful, having that type of behavior and creating problems, pretty much. Psychological and technical insight can help us find solutions. So let me say that again. Being reckless and prideful behaviors that create problems, those are issues that can come up during this wave spell. But psychological and technical insight can help us find solutions, all right? All right, so let's dive into this number 7. We're still in the 3D, third dimensional aspects of today. So 7 stands as a mirror to divide light and dark and reflect all that is and that which is not. 7 is associated with the source of creation and the flow of divine will. Keen sense of ethics, which could pretty much say a clear sense of ethics. 7 establishes purpose to current and future goals. All right. The connection to the flow of all creation, the source, or God, the Most High, the universe. All right. Yourself. Okay. Energy that sees other worlds. The frequency of 7 is the portal to the unknown, place of mysteries and dreams. People born within this tone, this vibration, or this frequency hold this energy in their body and are known to look through to the gateway to the other side. So people that embody this frequency, this tone, they were born within this energy, because we all are coded into an energy based on our divine purpose, all right? And so people that are born within this tone, within this 7, in the third dimensional aspect, they embody this. It's in their bodies. And they do have the ability to see into other worlds and literally go through the gateway that leads into those other worlds and bring information back so that other people in humanity and in our communities and our culture are able to have tools and resources to get there, to get to the other side, to the other world, to the, to the other place. All right? That could even be heaven on earth. Yep, and here we go. They also help the rest of us on this planet by bringing in concepts and tools for the rest of humanity. And they are known as inventors. All right? So, the day sign, which is Aha, deals, I'm going to go into some aspects of self-leadership, some qualities for the day. And some qualities of self-leadership for the day are dealing with obtaining certainty, security to plan and reach our goals, renovation and fecundity of the woman or abundant production, producing young in great numbers, all right? Emotional stability, increasing our intellect, valor and energy to overcome obstacles. And just to break down valor, valor is like it's boldness or determination in facing great danger, heroic courage, or bravery. All right? So it gives us that. It gives us valor and energy to overcome those obstacles. Other qualities of self-leadership, not to be ambushed by sadness, stay lit or fired up no matter what type of light you have or that you're ignited with. So you may be a candle right now. You know, you're just real subtle. You provide real good light in the different areas depending on where you are. You know, you may be a bulb. You'll light a room up, or, you know, even a street. You know, you may be a fire. It just keeps ablazing. And you might be a flashlight. You know, put some batteries in there and you're good to go. You'll always keep shining. So those are a few different scenarios for staying lit. You know, basically it doesn't matter how you shine, just stay lit. Let your light shine, all right? Some other qualities for the day are asking for knowledge and wisdom, focusing and analyzing our lives, asking for health for the sick, certainty in our decisions, good planners. So basically using this day to plan out whatever it is that we need to do, like really just taking that time and planning what it is that we need to do, want to do, have the desire to do, and moving from there. The thing about having a plan is it doesn't necessarily mean that you will not come into obstacles or difficulties that may seem like they're coming up against you. A plan is a blueprint. You just need that blueprint so that you can remind yourself of where you're heading. Because distractions can come up and we forget, and next thing you know, you're out of yourself. You know, you're having an out-of-body experience because you forgot your purpose. You forgot what your program or your plan was or is. You know, so you have an out-of-body experience. You're somewhere else, and you're supposed to be right here. So you're just wandering around, you know, being distracted by whatever is going on, you know. And then something brings you back. Okay? That's the purpose of a plan, to be able to come back, even if you wandered off, and say, oh, this is what I was supposed to do. All right, let's get back on it. Because it happens. I've seen it happen through myself, and so that's why I can speak on it as well, because I've experienced it. You know, you had a plan, and you wandered off and did something else. Possibly because you didn't have enough confidence in yourself to just exude the purpose and the plan that you were supposed to do in the first place. All right? Let's keep it rolling. So also overcoming enemies that are presented to us, fixing illnesses of the eyes, and asking for good eyesight. Those are some qualities and some things to speak on for today, you know, in your prayers, in your meditations. We may feel a bit loving, devoted, artistic, dreamy, and romantic. We may feel like a loyal friend or lover, but keep realistic expectations. challenges with the day sign or the energy for today is dealing with handling disappointments due to unrealistic expectations, accepting the world that is not up to our hopes and wishes, and tolerating unfairness in others. The solution to that is keeping life simple and to appreciate the little things. All right, so that's the end of our third dimensional aspects for 12/30/2018, December 30th, 2018. And I'm going to go ahead and lead into our fourth dimensional aspects. And today we are dealing with the white magnetic world bridger. Again, this information comes from the lawoftime.org and also the 13 moon calendar. And today is the 66th day or plasma of 260 days. So let me give y'all a brief something, okay? I can't even give you the word. Let me just give you some information right now. So there's a lot of information that I can divulge into dealing with everything that I'm speaking on, but I'm only trying to just give you the basic things so that you can just hear the repetition of how to vibe out and align with the energies to kind of make things easy. I'm just giving you a plan or some actions or some words that you can take with you and say, okay, you know, you can identify, you can see the synchronicities throughout your day or anything, okay? So when you're dealing with the 13 moon calendar, right, there are a lot of things that are different. First, it only goes off of 28 days, okay? There is no 30, there is no 29, there's no 31st, all right? So you're dealing with 28 days, right? But everybody incarnates into an energy or an archetype, all right? So today is the 66th day of 260 days. There are no months. The months are called moons. And each moon has an energetic description of the purpose of that moon and how you should go about utilizing the energy of that moon, okay? And then you still deal with the new moon, the full moon, the waning, the waxing, everything in between, all right? The eclipses, all of that. But the description of the moon will pretty much handle that for you as well. Not only that, but there's also a wave spell. And anytime we reach another day that's magnetic, that pretty much means that we have entered into a new wave spell. So every time it's a magnetic day, we've entered into a new wave spell. So today, we've entered into a new wave spell, and that wave spell is the white world bridger, okay? That's dealing with death, equalizing, and opportunity. And let me also state this as well. In a dictionary app, or you can go on dictionary.com, they had a description of death, and it says Christian Science. Death is the false belief that life comes to an end. I like that. Death is the false belief that life comes to an end. So automatically, we're being told or shown that death is not the end of life. It's just beginning, all right? So we also, instead of a week, you have a heptad, all right? A heptad is what a week is. So, you know, it's the same, but we're just going to go from there, all right? So a heptad has 4 colors, all right? So we deal with red, white, blue, and yellow, okay? Red is for initiating, white, refining, blue, transforming, and yellow, flowering, ripening, okay? And this week, we are in the blue heptad, and we are dealing with patience transforming conduct. It's also the 18th day of the rhythmic moon. Remember I said there are no months. there's a moon, okay? So we're dealing with the rhythmic moon still, and that's dealing with organizing, balance, and equality. And today also is dealing with what we call the chakra, where it is dealing with your sacral, all right, your sacral chakra. And basically we are establishing something. We are being accelerated into change. There's a catalytic energy, the causing of something, all right? The sacral chakra is located in your pelvis, right above the root. All right? And basically it deals with the awareness of magnetic energy. When it's unbalanced, we are indulgent. When it's balanced, we are enjoying life. It also deals with the emotional self and pleasure. So basically, feeling attractive and able to draw things to us that we desire is a need for that area within our bodies, okay? And usually if it's off balance, or if you're not in tune, or if it's blocked, then searching for pleasure is never realized. Like just always constantly searching for that next pleasure or whatever. It's never satisfied. So you're always on the go, just trying to get your fix for pleasure, okay? So let's dive in. So because today is a magnetic day, we are dealing with the number 1. 1 is the ray of unity with self and source, or God, the universe, the Most High, yourself, okay? So we're going to have profound awakenings in this period and radiance of unconditional love. New beginnings, being active in our individual expression, being committed to growth of ourselves, initiating, opening the way, and attraction, okay? Dealing with magnetism. The World Bridger, all right? So this is going to be an explanation of this wave spell for the next 13 days, which I forgot to mention. Wave spells are 13 days, 13 plasmas. Each day exudes a build-up into ascension, all right? So the World Bridger deals with release and surrender, the opposite of giving up. Freeing ourselves from the desire to be in control, letting go of how we think things should be. Surrendering is freedom. We are invited to release ourselves from the bondage of preconceived actions. I'm sorry about that. Let everything be all right as it is, so we can live a more inspired life in the moment. Let's go back over that one more time. We are being invited to release ourselves from the bondage of preconceived actions, letting everything be all right as it is, so we can have a more inspired life in the moment. All right, so basically, when you're dealing with what I just spoke about, surrendering and being in the moment, a lot of things that go on around us are just exactly what it is, going on around us. But it's also going on in us, so we exude, we attract, we bring things into our reality based on where we are internally, okay? And so if we're not surrendering to what is supposed to happen, then we're always trying to control what should happen. Now, in instances, you always have options and you can control some things. There are some things that we can take actions on, but there are other things where it's like if you've done all that you can do, like the song says, just stand, okay? If you've done all that you can do, then it's time to let go and be in the moment. In this exact moment, You know, and the best way to do that is by stopping yourself when you have a negative self-talk, or you're doubting, or you still trying to figure stuff out. How I'm going to pay this up? How I'm going to do this up? Oh, how this. It's going to come to you. You're going to figure it out. There's already a plan of action for you. Okay? But we get bogged down emotionally, and then next thing you know, there's a depression, and we can no longer see out of those gray clouds exactly the plan for what we're supposed to do. So if we surrender and we stay in the moment, we will be able to see clearly exactly what it is that is happening for our growth and move forward from there. All right? So at this time, we are being requested to die a symbolic death, surrendering limiting beliefs. Symbolic death unveils the self by cutting away the outgrown parts of yourself that no longer serve us. Now, I know a lot of people don't feel that way. You know, we're doing the same things over and over, and we're trying to figure out, but why are we not really getting any results out of life? Well, it's because you haven't tried anything new. You know, with every generation, there comes a new idea. There comes a new something, a new move. With every cause, there's an effect. You know, so we are being requested to die a symbolic death, surrendering our limiting beliefs. Symbolic death unveils the self by cutting away the outgrown parts of ourselves that no longer serve us. Ego structures fall away to reveal the garden of true self. Death is egoless state of being. Death is an egoless state of being. All right? We'll be looking for new ways of being, new people, new ideas, new directions. Surrendering enlivens and empowers us to experience more of life's fullness. So instead of us, you know, being agitated, irritated, frantic, you know, puzzled, frustrated, confused, sad, you know, and then illness begins to take over us, and depression and all of these other things start to come up through our bodies, okay? And then eventually it lands in our body, all right? We manifest it in our body, okay? And so in order to experience life's fullness, we have to let things go and bring it back home. You know, just like I said earlier, you're having an out-of-body experience. You're not here. You're not present. You're not in the moment. And this happens. It's a practice. I'm telling you, it's a practice, okay? You know, it's a practice. Every great name that you've heard of, whether it was Jesus, Allah, a guru this, a swami that, whoever you've heard of, the energy was practiced upon so that you can stay in the moment, so that we can stay in the moment. If you're not in the moment, you're somewhere else. You're in the past or you're in the future. But you're not here right now. When you're trying to figure something out, you may be going back into the past and going into the future. But you're not here now, okay? So being in the moment deals with being here now. So a great way to remind yourself, and I learned this from a movie. I'm not going to lie. I learned this from a movie. Movies can show you a lot about dealing with energy, spirituality, manifestation. Like you can get a lot of good stuff from movies, okay? But a good way to remind yourself or to come back into the moment, you know, stop having that out-of-body experience while you're supposedly awake. Just start, you know, if you're having a negative self-talk or you're just having some, you know, things just crazy, you know, you just don't know. Then look around you and ask yourself, where am I? right now, where am I? Look at a book. Look at the street name. If you're driving in the car, just look at something. Immediately, whatever is in front of you, read it. Say you're in the car. I'm in my car. It's a Ford Explorer. It's a Tesla. I'm here. So that you can bring yourself back. I'm driving. Speak on an action. What are you doing right now? Oh yeah, I was supposed to be writing, but I was too busy thinking about stuff. Okay. Bring yourself back to the present moment. All right. Holding on to past patterns and grievances only limits the possibilities. We need to forgive ourselves and others and let go. We need to surrender what limits us. We need to face what we are resisting. And through our willingness to walk in the dark forest, insights and revelations will naturally emerge. So I think that's pretty clear cut, all right? And that's the end of our 40 perspective for today. So we are dealing with surrendering, okay? Mysteries, the other worlds, a symbolic death. It's time to let it go. At the end of this year, at the end of the year, most of the time, every year, it's time to let something go, But this time, for sure, and today is a great day to see what it is and let it go. Don't, if it's no longer serving you, if it's not keeping you in the moment, if it's not helping you be your best self, inspire others to do the same, if it's not on the path of self-leadership so that you can be in divine alignment with your purpose, then it's time to let it go. That can deal with anything. You could deal with foods we eat. It could deal with actions, habits, laziness, procrastination, all those major words that we hear all the time. Because when we're not operating our purpose, a lot goes wrong in our lives, or we don't feel fulfilled. We're trying to figure out, why am I not fulfilled? So you keep shopping, or you keep eating, you keep doing things that only satisfy you for a second, So that is the end of 12/30/2018. I am so grateful to be putting these videos out, and I hope that, I hope that it is shown through the information. Like I always say, whether it was one word, no words, whatever the case may be, I hope you were able to take something from this. And if you weren't, I hope that you can share this with someone that can. But overall, I'm grateful for being able to present this information, and we're going to keep it rolling. And it's called Leading While Learning because overall, we have to be effective in the things that we do. Self-leadership, being authentic, even with ourselves first, and transparent with ourselves, because we can lie to ourselves. And we just go from there. So I'm on this journey too, and that's why I'm here. And we're going to keep it moving. If you have any questions, you can DM me, message me on any of the platforms, and then eventually I'll have my email at the end of the video, or in the descriptions anywhere, so that way you can contact me and go from there. All right, so I appreciate it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right.